Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the first in the series from 2000, the first in the Final Destination series, Final Destination 1. This is my favorite in the whole series. This basically has to do with Alex Browning getting him and some of his friends off the plane that they were going to a senior trip to Paris. But he had a premonition of the plane they're on, Flight 180, exploding in midair. And then he got them all off, and then the plane exploded just like he envisioned. And this is the best one where it explains that of death having a design, because it went in order of where his friends were sitting in the plane, and it was killing them off in that exact order of how the explosion was going through the plane. And the acting in this is actually pretty solid, and the special effects were incredible. Well, I don't know about incredible, but certainly effective. There's not very much visual effects, but there's certainly a lot of special effects, like the wind moving. That's the main effect. Uh, Water moving by itself. Um, a cord to turn on the shower got around the neck, and it would start pulling by itself. The word Todd being torn out of a word from a what was it, Penthouse magazine. Uh, oh, a very effective way of using a shadow as a demonic presence, and it only appears on things that are reflective, like a mirror, a coffee pot, and then when you turn around, nothing's there. That was very effective. So many great things were used to great effect in this, like blood as it trails, and then fire follows along the path of blood. And then that's when it makes things start exploding. Or wait, no, think of, yeah. Then that's when things started exploding. Uh, Lightning used to great effect. A power line going across the ground and where water was used to great effect. I love the sound effects during that sequence as well. It was like this low roar, and you could tell that it was something demonic making it do that. And then a shadow went across the water from a pool that uh, broke open, and that was at Clear River's house. There, oh, and probably the most famous kill is, I think his name is Billy Hitchcock, played by Sean William Scott, a very young Sean William Scott, probably around the time of the beginning of his career. It's after, what's his name, Carter something, I forget his last name. Alex pulls him out of this car that somehow that locked itself, and then a shadow went across the rearview mirror. Alex is trying to pull caught her up because of a train coming, and then when they both get out and the train crashes into the car, there's this loose piece of metal under the train, and then the chain hits the metal, and then it goes up and cuts Billy's head off. Ooh, oh, that was so creepy and effective. You see, there was also a lot of very, very good practical effects, like head being chopped off. No, that's a dummy. And that was beautiful how that was done. I loved how they did that. So this basically is my favorite one in the entire series, but I find enjoyment in 2 and 3 as well, which I have here in my lap. So this is probably the first DVD case of Final Destination, the what's they call this, the snap case. This one has the shine on it. Now I really like how this was made, and it goes back here. Yeah, there. My brother has this, but it's not the snap case, and it's a regular case. In its regular case, it doesn't have this little shine on it. So, Final Destination. This is definitely one of my big early favorites. This was out at probably around the time I think I was just about to start college when this came out in theaters. So this holds a very special place in my heart. So I think if anyone hasn't seen this particular Final Destination, I highly recommend it. If you're into being a villain not being seen, it's just air. If that's boring to you, then you might not really enjoy this. Because it's just it's like any other slasher, except you don't see the killer. So if you're not really into that, then you might not enjoy this. But for anyone else, I highly recommend this. Please, I highly recommend you give this a watch, either a rental or a buy. I bought this 11 years ago, and I'm very glad I still have this. So I think that's all I have to say. So stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.